Okay, so if you know about this Ohio train derailment, which literally looks like a bomb went off in Ohio, well, guess what? It's not the only one from the exact same train company. Just in the last few days, there's been two more train derailments from the exact same company, Norfolk Southern Train Company. That's right. So take a look at this. Let me know your thoughts on this. So, number one, in West Virginia, they're saying due to a mudslide. Take a look at this. So, this one is right next to homes. That's right. And people's homes were disrupted, people's lives were disrupted. You could see this. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre. And I'll show you some reasons here in a second because this company has cut staff severely, made their trains longer, all the while their profits have gone soaring, and they have had multiple train derailments and accidents here, all within the last couple years, and they've had several here just within the last several days. Yeah, so they've had this train derailment in West Virginia, but they've also had another train derailment just yesterday in Michigan. That's right. Take a look with me. Yeah, so this was just yesterday in Van Buren Township, Michigan, which is in southeast Michigan. You can see they had yet another train derailment. And uh, again, you guys can let me know your thoughts on this. This is just, again, just hours ago, actually. And look at how long this train is. Uh, words befound me. Yeah, you guys, yeah, and it kind of makes you wonder, what are they carrying? In fact, you can see here the train company Norfolk Southern incidents involving hazardous materials have skyrocketed nearly sixfold in the last 10 years after the firm in the Ohio derailment increased train sizes by 20% and cut their staff by 40%. And this is a common thing that companies do to try to increase their profits and fought new safety measures. It says here 6 times more North Southern hazmat trains were involved in accidents last year than in 2012, official data reveals. Analysis of official data reveals uptick as the company faces scrutiny over derailment in Ohio that reveals vast quantities of toxic chemicals. Firm has cut staff and increased lengths of trains in move critics say are unsafe. 654 of the company's hazardous material carrying cars were involved in accidents in 2022, which is just unbelievable. I mean, think about how much money that has to cost them to deal with something like that instead of just doing maintenance on their fleet. Now, remember, I actually used to own a fleet of limo and buses in the state of Ohio, believe it or not. And I actually sold my company back in 2012, and we had over 15,000 customers. So we actually had one of the largest limo and bus and transportation companies. And so I actually had dozens and dozens of employees, and throughout the years, over 100 employees. So, and the thing is, it would cost me more money to not do maintenance over the long run. In fact, I actually kept, so we had several Hummer limos. I actually kept a spare transmission, believe it or not, because I had four Hummer limos and we did proms, we did weddings, we did night outs. I actually kept a spare transmission in there because if it went, it would actually cost me more money to wait several weeks to get it replaced, or even just a week or two to get it replaced, than it would cost me on one or two night outs or one or two weddings because of the cost. So I literally had a spare one there. Same thing with alternators, same thing with batteries, same thing with a lot of my common parts because we had a lot of the same vehicles, the same buses and the same limos, because literally it would cost me money if I didn't have a lot of these parts in stock. And for a lot of my mechanics, and we had three full-time mechanics literally for our fleet, and some of these things we would actually sub out to companies. But like it would cost me more money if I didn't do the maintenance, because if my fleet was down, I wouldn't be able to rent them out and it would actually cost me more money. So think about how much money this is costing this train company when they have a massive crash and their entire train blows up. Think about the cost it's going to cost them to clean it up, to, I mean, think about the damage that they're causing this town. Think about, like, it's just, words are, it's just unbelievable. But like thinking about cutting staff, thinking about if you didn't do your maintenance, how would that save you money in the long run? Like it's just unbelievable. And I believe they're saying that the one of the wheel bearings, let me see here. Yeah, so this is directly here from the New York Times. It says Norfolk Southern's profits and accident rates rose in recent years. Safety experts say a focus on financial returns may be partly to blame for derailments and accidents like the one in Ohio. And if we scroll down here, it says the National Transportation Safety Board said 38 cars had derailed and that a fire had damaged 12 more. Of those derailed, 11 carried hazardous materials. The agency said a video from a nearby home appeared to show a wheel bearing overheating and close to failure moments before the derailment. Now, a wheel bearing overheating and close to failure moments before the derailment, it's possible that that could have been a maintenance issue that could have been fixed ahead of time. Let me know your thoughts on that. Safety experts say there are many unanswered questions about what caused the accidents and whether better safety policies at the railroad or tougher government regulations could have prevented it. Those questions include, did Norfolk Southern have enough heat detectors on the railway line? And were those sensors working properly? Was Norfolk Southern operating too many very long trains, which can cause more damage when they derail? The company has said it wants to run longer trains to improve efficiency or improve their profits. The train that derailed had 149 cars. Federal regulators classify trains with 150 cars or more as very long. The longer and heavier and faster you make trains without any commensurate adjustments in safety protocols, the thinner your risk margins are getting. Tony Hatch, a railway industry analyst, said it was ridiculous to highlight Norfolk Southern's shareholder payouts, arguing that the company maintenance investments had been strong and very steady. The debate over safety, he added, should also look at why U.S. regulators have not pushed for new automated train inspection technology that has been introduced in Canada. And after Norfolk Southern Railroad Company skipped the town meeting, um, yeah, they write a letter to East Palestine and they have announced a tiny $1 million reimbursement to the city of East Palestine residents and have offered a $1,000 per family um, reimbursement, but I fear that this may be a type of settlement fund where I'm not sure. We'll have to see that if they take this, that it's maybe their settlement. They try to get you to settle over something like this. If I lived there, I would be inclined to not take it because I don't know. We'll have to see, but my gut instinct is that if you take that money, they want you to sign something that this is their settlement to you. You guys can let me know your thought on that, but $1,000 just does not seem like nearly enough for poisoning the air, poisoning the water, and who knows what else. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section. Also, now the White House is stepping in and the Biden administration is deploying toxicologists to East Palestine. So hopefully we will get some straight answers. Maybe, maybe. Let me know your thoughts on this. So I'll keep you up to date here on this. If you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below to our YouTube channel, and I'll keep you up to date here on this. And remember, new videos come out here on our YouTube channel every day here at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, thank you for liking and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here is a major video about what Russia just did to the United States. And here is another good video here about what Senator Bernie Sanders' brand new bill for $2,400 for Americans. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.